Hello, so for projectile motion, we know that it's important that we analyze the horizontal and vertical motion separately. So if we have an initial launch speed of u, we should resolve it into its horizontal and vertical components, ux and uy. And then we know that the maximum height attained by the projectile is actually dependent only on the initial vertical velocity. In fact, it's proportional to uy square. As for the horizontal range, it depends on both the horizontal and vertical initial velocities. And we also know that it varies with theta according to this function sine 2 theta. Theta is the launch angle, of course. Okay, so bear this in mind as we go through the rest of the video. So what we are going to do here is we are going to have three projectiles, all with the same initial vertical velocity, but different horizontal velocities. So the first one will have ux equals to 1 unit, and the second one will have ux equals to 2 units, and the third one will have ux equals to 3 units. So pause the video, make a sketch of the three projectiles, and then come back when you are ready. Okay, I assume you are ready. I'm going to review the answer now. So for ux equals to 1, for ux equals to 2, for ux equals to 3, Alright, so do you get the correct answer? Okay, let me explain the answers now. So notice that all three of them have the same exact vertical motion. Yeah, you can see they are all at the same height at the same time. Yeah, at any instant in time, they are always at the same height. That's because all of them have the same initial vertical velocity, and therefore they have the same exact vertical motion. You can think of it as like three vertical throws. So this one is done on a bus that's traveling at 10 kilometers per hour. This one is done on a bus that's traveling at 20 kilometers per hour. And this one is traveling at 30 kilometers per hour. So they are all the same vertical throw, but they have different horizontal motions. Okay, let's try another one. This time round, we'll have three projectiles with the same initial horizontal velocity. So what is different is the initial vertical velocities. uy equals to 1, uy equals to 2, and uy equals to 3. So make your sketches and come back to me when you are ready. Alright, I assume you have done your sketches. So let me review the answer now. So for uy equals to 1, for uy equals to 2, for uy equals to 3. Okay, so do you get the correct answers? So let me explain the answers now. Why does the green one reach 4 times the maximum height? That's because it has twice the initial vertical velocity, which means it takes twice as long to reach the peak. For example, the red one, the initial vertical velocity, let's say is about 10 meters per second. Then when does this vertical velocity drop to 0? 1 second later. Because g is about 10 meters per second, yeah? So if the red one is 10 meters per second, it takes 1 second to reach the height. The green one takes 2 seconds before it reaches the peak. And for the blue one, it's 3 seconds before it reaches the peak. Yep. Time-wise, it goes 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. But besides this, the green one also has twice the average vertical speed. That's why it's twice because of the higher speed and twice because of the longer time to reach the peak, so it ends at 4 times. Get it? So the blue one, 3 times the average vertical speed and 3 times as long before it stops climbing upwards. That's why it reaches 9 times the maximum height. As for the horizontal distance, I bet many of you thought, shouldn't they be the same since they all have the same initial horizontal velocity? But you got to be careful. Even though they move forward at the same speed, they spend different time before they land. Yeah, so you can see they all move forward at the same speed. They all move forward at the same speed. It's just that the red one lands very soon, and the blue one lands after the longest amount of time. Okay, another one. This time around, all of them will be launched at the same angle, but different initial launch speed. Alright, so the first one will be u equals to 1, second one u equals to 2, and u equals to 3. Again, make your sketches, come back to me when you are ready. Okay, I assume you are ready with your sketches. Reviewing the answer now. So this u equals to 1, u equals to 2, u equals to 3. Okay, so do you get the correct answer? So this time round, for the vertical motion, it's the same as the earlier case because the green one has twice the vertical initial velocity and the blue one has 3 times the initial vertical velocity. That's why it's 4 times and 9 times. But the horizontal motion is different from the previous case, right? The reason is because this time round, the horizontal velocity is also different, yeah? So the green one has twice the horizontal velocity, the blue one also has twice. So the green one is 4 times because it has twice the horizontal velocity and also it has twice the time of flight. That's why 4 times. And the blue one has 3 times the horizontal velocity and it takes 3 times as long before it lands. That's why it's 9 times the range. Last one. So this time around we'll have 5 projectiles all launched at the same initial speed, just different projectile angles. So make your sketch, and then we'll come back. Okay, ready? So 15 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degrees. Alright, do you get the correct answers? Let's talk about the vertical motion first. So they all have the same launch speed. That's why as you raise the angle, as you raise the launch angle, you increase the initial vertical velocity. And that's why they all reach a higher and higher maximum height. This part is very straightforward. As for the horizontal range, remember the horizontal range depends on the product of the initial horizontal and vertical velocities. So as you raise the angle, you increase the initial vertical velocity, but you reduce the initial horizontal velocities. So as you raise the angle, you may land further because you have a longer time of flight, but you may also land nearer because you are now moving forward at a lower speed. So it turns out 45 degrees is the magic number when you get the maximum range. At 45 degrees, you get the best product of a large enough horizontal and vertical velocity to give you the longest range. Yep. Remember also the range varies according to sine 2 theta. That's why the one launched at 75 degrees and the one launched at 75 degrees lands at the exact same spot. Also the 30 degrees and the 60 degrees, they also land at the exact same spot. Alright, I hope you find this quite fun. I always enjoy this. Anyway, yeah, that's all. Ta-ta!